Shalom everyone, I hope that you're doing fantastic. Thanks for joining for a combination reading. So whatever you reviewed at the top for this reading is the two elements that we're going to take a look at. And so we'll discover it, although you know before I do, but we'll discover it together and go from there with this reading. If you're returning, welcome back. Those of you who are brand new to my channel is very intense, but it's always for uprightness sake, and so I welcome you here. My name is Shaman. We look at a lot of criminal activity. You will hear information that could be disturbing and might make you mad sometimes, might make you cry, whatever it is. We just let the great divine speak and bring it out because his eyes see everything. Okay, so anyway, just in a nutshell, this is who I am. I'm not churchy or religious either. I'm just spiritual, and I love truth and uprightness and right things. And I do use the living language in Scripture, which is found in the tarot. If you didn't know that, surprise, it's here. I'll show you what Jehovah's name looks like in the tarot down below in a video if you want to check that out. I love Yeshua, who is our salvation. So that's who I'm about. Welcome if you stay. If you don't, thanks for checking me out. Jehovah, what do you want to talk about? What two... So the two elements we're going to look at is fire, which is the Emperor, and water. Okay? So fire and water. You could have either one of these. All of us have this in our chart, but you could have, you know, it real heavy in your chart somewhere. You could also be a Virgo or a Gemini or a Pisces, or obviously we get Pisces and Sagittarius energy. Those energy, all four of those mutable signs have all four elements that could be found within the stick of itself. Okay, so just to bring that in here, but we are already getting fire and water, Aries, Sagittarius, and Cancer, Scorpio, Pisces. What we're going to look at here. So we do have the Emperor. This is fathers and bosses and kingdoms and empires and a strategizer and a game player or a changer or somebody who's got a counterpart or something like that. And there's love out here because the Ace of Cups is love. That's positive. So let's look at these two energies and see what's going on with it. So we've got somebody in leadership here of some sort. This is the dalet in the Hebrew, which is the door, the key, going in and out of the door. For some people, they've been weak and poor, is what the dalet can represent, dangling their head going in and out of that door, and that ain't a fun place to be. I send you love and light, because something is emotional here for some people. I did a read earlier, and it was just, my God, it was just... water was everywhere in that reading, and there was fire in that reading because the Chariot was there, and that's both those energies together. So it's here. So let's see what's going on here with this stuff. Well, we just gonna get water everywhere. There's the Judgment, the Resh, the letter R is here. We have the red door. We have the deer here. Something is dear to somebody's heart because we've got a cup of love here, okay? We also have leaving troubled waters behind. And so there's been troubled waters. There have been because there's been death issues that are known about and blown up. We got FBI energies out here. I mean, we got government out here big time then with the Emperor. And we have the oppression card. Well, somebody has been under a really heavy storm. And this is also a beheading energy that we can trace that back to. But this is leaving troubled waters behind. So we definitely got bosses out here. The head, the man, the boss, the chief is something. The firstborn is here. We got pregnancy situations going on here with the Ace of Cups. So something, you know, with a float trip for some of you all. It's interesting to me in the picture of this raft. Well, we have the ram here, so you might drive a ram vehicle or a rafter could be found here in this reading, okay? Don't have to, but it's just coming out, so it's just bringing it out. But this also looks like a door that's just been laid down on water, and he represents the door. It just looks like some type of a chamber door or something that's been used for a raft or something like that. This is also a publicity card, and And the Emperor represents a known person as well. Somebody's a big time strategizer here, or likes games, is showing up here. And they're very, you know, very skilled. The Emperor would represent somebody who's skilled at something. And how to strategize within a situation, whether that just be you, the head of your household, and there's something emotional here, or whatever that is. Some people, I guess, are dealing with empires and things like that, and setting kingships and stuff, and it has affected whatever's at the head's going to trickle down to the rest of the body, right? And the Emperor represents war, and so we do have oppression that's been going on with these two energies. And water and fire is also steamy stuff, and so that the steam can be passionate within love, or it can turn to hatred. And actually, the scripture tells us that love is just as strong as hatred, and it is. And a lot of times people who once did open their door for love got really, really hurt, and they are stubborn there, because it's really hard to open up. Because that's a vulnerable place to be. This is vulnerability here. But the Emperor is one of my favorite cards in the deck, because he represents, if he's in the upright, because he holds all four kings. He's wisdom at its finest, and he is a great strategizer. And he would, first of all, he'd take a risk, but he would have it within him, because he is such a great strategizer, to feel something out here by the King of Cups within him. And he would give aid. Many of you all will remember, so if I can talk, many of you all will remember that I used to have a deck of cards where it showed the Emperor himself got off his throne, because he's a man of humility. He would humble himself because he knows who he is and who he's not, where he came from, and all that kind of stuff. At the highest vibration of this Emperor in the upright, and that deck of cards, many of y'all will remember, he got off his throne and he let somebody sit there, because he knew that they had gone through hell and high water with some stupid oppression that took place, and the picture portrayed him letting them rest there. That's love. We've got an Emperor out here portraying love in a very big way, in a very intelligent way. This is life. The Judgment card represents life. It still goes back to the 8th house, where death can be found, but there's life showing itself up here within this headship, or something like that. It's really showing itself. That's positive. Okay. There's the 9 of Pentacles. This is high discernment, really high discernment. This is inheritance. This would be somebody who's an heir to a kingdom then, if they're sitting in an Emperor state. This is somebody also who was possibly, or you are, or you did this, somebody out, whatever role you're playing in all this energy coming out here, that has been segregated, set apart, and has been used for the gifts that was within. And it's been hard, because we're seeing leaving troubled waters behind. We're seeing hard oppression here. We're seeing segregation, but yet we're seeing beauty and being whole within, and love, and somebody coming alive. And the Ace of Cups is the heart chakra there, and being receptive. And so that's beautiful. Let's see what Jehovah wants to bring out in words with what's out here. Jehovah, I just thank you for encouragement. You've really been encouraging us. What's going on? You just picked through my hands. So there's a magnifying energy. There's an increase in size or in one's position. There's an honor energy here. There's an elder here. This would be older people here with the Emperor. There's also greatness here. Well, there is. There is something great is here. Money is great. The love is great, regardless. Somebody's skilled at how to end something oppressive, they've strategized something, how to get out of stormy waters and to reconnect something here to make it come alive. It's positive. There's dignity on this card. Okay, there may have been a rope, whatever that means. The word rope is also here. A roper. I don't know what that is. This is coming out, but this is positive energy. There is also a flower on that card, and a castle is there. Well, we got somebody in kingship here. All four king. We got an empire here. Okay, and so this obviously there's been a war, and if somebody was roped somehow or something like whatever that means. I mean, we got a beheading energy. If something happened with somebody's neck, that did. I mean, we talk about it all the time, people. So whatever that is, something's here with that. Something's being magnified. Something's large in size, and there's an increase in one's position and of honor within something. We also have something about a gas station that just go back to travel. This is traveling energy as well. Maybe you work for a gas station or something did happen at a gas station, or I don't know what your story is, but it's coming out. Let you all to speak on. Something's going to be pointed out in a very big way for somebody. With the merciful, thou wilt show thyself merciful. And with the upright man, thou wilt show thyself upright. And with the pure, thou wilt show thyself pure. And with the froward, thou wilt show thyself ready to contend. And the afflicted people, thou wilt save. But your eyes are on the haughty to bring them down. And so, obviously, that energy is here for the given person. Again, the afflicted people. This is affliction. This is segregation. This is having to leave troubled waters behind because we've had death issues, right? And somebody's opening their door or shutting their door to a situation. I guess any given energy that you find yourself. Are you merciful? Are you stout in your heart? Because Jehovah's ready to contend against that stuff. So whatever's taking place there, there's a transformation energy out here. Something's ended for somebody, so that's positive. And something's going to be pointed out in a very big way. No weapon formed against you shall prosper, and every tongue that rises up against you, we shall condemn it, for this is our heritage, saith Jehovah. Okay, in that portion that we can find that I think it's in Isaiah, I didn't write down. It states that people would try to gather together, but we do know that Jehovah just gave us energies here of bringing down the haughty and the proud, and giving us encouragement by us magnifying the great I am, because that's the I am. That he gives us his word, that no weapon formed against us. So if somebody did try to rope somebody, okay, if some people, they did accomplish that stuff, but Jehovah is saying whatever the war is or was or is trying to be, Jehovah stated that something was going to end in a very big way. And that weapon's not going to be formed against you because they lose. Yes, pay what you say type of energy is here in a positive way, it states. Remember, our tongue is the rudder of our boat, is what we're told. The President of the United States really wants to come out. Just go back and watch the last 4, 5, 6 videos. This card keeps coming out. This would be somebody sitting up in a high position. Let us lift our leadership up. You are lifted up from my end, and I ask that the Great Divine would help you do whatever you need to do in your kingdom. You set there by way of Jehovah, and anyway, whatever that's coming out for, there's something huge there. We have the sun, which is the word shamash, which means a hot wind from the sun causing a desolation. Well, we've had hot, heated war that has oppressed somebody and has caused a desolation somewhere. Somebody got roped somewhere. They cheated. Somebody cheated somewhere. Well, we got a game energy here. Somebody's playing some stupid game and somebody's cheating within some stupid. Okay, I don't know why people are playing games with people's lives and using people as pawns. That's unfair, but apparently stuff like that goes on. At a bar is here, and your cousin is involved. Okay, whatever. Somebody cheated on a person, got somebody pregnant, then they did. It caused an oppression, if we want to look at it that way. But we do have games out here. There is something precious here. And what is choice and precious and pleasant is also here. Well, that's beautiful. Something has been complex, but honor, truth, and clarity is here in this reading. Let's take a look at this Emperor, see what's going on. Well, show me this Emperor. Okay. We have an enemy out here. We have a deception for some people. We have a mountain. We have secrets for some people with this Emperor. We have something emotional. We have something about a mother energy here and a child here. Okay, so whether it's that Emperor or around that Emperor, it's something happened with this father or this boss or this husband. Somebody cheated within some type of stupid game that was played and caused some type of oppression and death. Then the mountain and the moon is coming out on this Emperor, people. The lady is here at the bottom. Well, show me the somebody's at a crossroad on what to do. There's also, so that we got chess coming out here and games and strategizers. I want to say that I did a reading not too long ago, and the Emperor and this King of Swords was right side by side when we were looking at air and fire with that. Interesting. Show me the mountain. Show me the mountain. We have Rod. There's a Rod here. Your name could be Rod. The color red is here though, and obviously we have the dowel at the door, the key, and the word literally door is out here. And the deer. Are you a hunter? If something happened in the mountains with deer hunting, then something emotional is out of that, and something's connected to a mother and children there, then that's here. I send you love and light for those of you who stand in the upright of something that's going on here with this reading. Show me the mountain and the moon. The ring is here. That's a contract. That's a writer. That's also an invention. That's also a surprise and a visitor as well. There's money around some stuff, so if that contract was a payoff to do something, then I guess this was showing. But we have something that's going to be pointed out in a very big way. Something's connected to a bar, and somebody's cousin is here, and something that was really hot-winded within a conflict within this war. Because there was something precious here. And we got the ornament. So something happened around a trip where, you know, the holidays, that the ornament to me would go back to the holidays. For some of you all, that might be the case. Optimism though here was some type of a message, but as somebody, there's the house, there's the ship, there's the child trying to catch somebody up in a net possibly. The clouds are here. That's distortion. Are you on the white side or the black side of the game? Do you drive black vehicles or white vehicles? The sun wants to show itself. It was caught up in that. It's governmental things as well. There's a dare. Somebody got dared to do something. Somebody dared somebody to do something. Now they're sitting at a crossroad. If somebody cheated in the game, on the black side or the white side of things. Jehovah use them as pawns now. Let them see what it feels like. So we have a younger person here. That'd be the blind date. We have music involved for some people. Somebody could be playing a stringed instrument. This is the little lover energy here. We have the scholar, which goes back to somebody who you should go get advice from. We have death here. Well, we do have death energies coming out today. A lot of it. I mean, we have the death and the resurrection card here. And we have somebody crazy. Somebody just crazy. And some stupid. Some just been constantly going on and on and on and on and on and on and on. It's just, something's just so stupid. Something's just such a freaking kook energy within something so stupid. My God, when can it just freaking end? Somebody says, you give me hope and you're an inspiration to my life. But, you know, look, people, if you're haughty and you think that you're strategizing some stupid because somebody cheated or made some type of a dare in your little organization game that you play with people and using them as pawns, because we have death here. Let Jehovah expose you for doing that. Why would you do that to anybody? Because music is involved? Because somebody trying to get away with their deception? Because they got a blockage in their freaking head? Because they can't get it? Something far away is here. Something that really stands out. Are you from the UK? There's military involved. There is military involved. Because the emperor would represent somebody like that. Feeling so ashamed. And there is going to be some freedom here. Because somebody needs to go to prison for something that they've done. And they just won't give it up. They just won't. There's a church organization here that is involved in the situation. And my cousin is involved in that. Beware of strange energy around today and to pay attention. Shalom. Somebody's outside my door.